This week's message at the non-denominational New Hope Olympia is the secret to overcoming insurmountable odds in your life. How many of us made a New Year's resolution? How many have already been broken? Do you know what the number one resolution is every year? To lose weight or get into shape, quit smoking, or call grandma more? The list goes on and on. Have you ever heard anyone say my New Year resolves to be more obedient to God? I haven't heard that one. Well, Pastor Del, what do you mean more obedient? I already study my Bible, go to church, I even tithe. Hey, that's great. But are you as obedient as you should be? If we look a little closer, all of us will find room for our improvement. In 1887 there was a testimony meeting and evangelistic crusade in Brockton, Massachusetts, featuring the famous evangelist D.L. Moody. A young man stood to speak, and it soon became apparent he knew little Christian doctrine. But he finished by saying, "I'm not quite sure, but I'm going to trust, and I'm going to obey." A man named Daniel Towner was in that meeting. He jotted down the words trust and obey and built a melody around them, and then gave them to John Sammis, who then developed the lyric to the famous hymn Trust and Obey. Trust and obey, for there's no other way. To be happy in Jesus but to trust and obey. Then in fellowship sweet, we will sit at his feet, or we'll walk by his side in the way. What he says we will do, where he sends, we will go. Never fear, only trust and obey. Trust and obey, for there's no other way. To be happy in Jesus, but to trust and obey. We can come here to church week after week and listen to sermon after sermon, share story after story, sing song after song. But when it's all said and done, what we must do is trust God, and we must obey Him. Isn't that what it's all about? We can only overcome the insurmountable odds in our lives by trusting and obeying God. After all, that is how Gideon, Moses, Jonah, and Joseph overcame their odds. Pastor Del explains the first step in becoming an obedient disciple in his weekend message.